Frank Purcell, 538 Penn Street. I heard Mr. Sellers, you said that, the report said that there were no rapes, no murders, whatnot in Newtown, which is kind of the reason I moved from Philadelphia to Newtown. So I'm glad for that. My question is, at what point, do we need to have a major or a significant event occur before, the townspeople and the council take action to make, to be proactive, where a proactive deterrent makes sense? I question that logic. I also question where the info comes from saying that the cameras have no effect on crime. I spent about 2 hours this afternoon going on. I just Googled small town surveillance cameras. Came up with about 25 different sites, numerous articles. Every one of them had the pros and cons of them, but even the articles that were surveillance cameras, they were more con for privacy issues. Every one of them stated that every town that has implemented this had at least a moderate reduction in their crime statistics. So that's one of the things I question. And the last thing I just want to make a point of, Mr. Sellers stated that it seems that you want to be reactive to problems. You had mentioned that you would like to have the new board put into be in place for 8 months until the spring, when it seems like in the spring and fall is when there's more issues in that area. My question is, how quick will this new board be to institute any initiative when it comes to this debate? This debate has gone on for months and we haven't been proactive. If and when it comes to the new board being in place, and God forbid we have an incident in the spring, I question how thorough and how quick to react this new board will be, to institute anything that might be considered a safety measure in our town. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Sue Bannon, 204 Penn Street. I did sign a petition that was going around through the neighborhood, expressing my opinion that I thought the cameras were a positive thing to consider. I can only say to you that since CVS has opened, living on Penn Street for many, many years, that the number of children that go from Starbucks to CVS and back has become much larger. The number of broken bottles and just general trash for Penn Street anyway, for our yard, has increased. And, I've gotten into some incidences where I've had to go out and confront kids, and they're wise asses. And so the nature of my street has changed. Do I want Big Brother watching my neighbors? No. But I am concerned about the park. At nighttime, there are things going on down there. I mean, I walk down there. There's kids down there. So, yes, I approved in my petition that I am interested in the cameras, but I respect all of my neighbors. I don't want anyone's property to be taken advantage of. But I think there has to be something new to consider about the change in the neighborhood. It has changed. There are groups of kids that are down at the park. It wasn't always like that. And it is a concern for me. I don't have little kids. My kids are gone. But I respect the fact that there are children who are afraid to go to the park. And, okay, I would even consider reconsidering cameras further down the road, as long as there are some really good things that I hear that are going to happen that are going to make the park a safer place. Perhaps it's like putting in the paper the incidents. I mean, hopefully what's happening in the park and in the neighborhood are being reported in the paper. But truly, I don't want people to be blind about the fact that the neighborhood hasn't changed. It has changed, definitely. So, you know, just please reconsider. And the other thing I just want to say is the chief, I respect him a great deal. He's been someone who's really considered our little town for a very, very long time. And I don't think he takes it lightly when he makes considerations. And I respect what he had to say about his feelings about the cameras. I know we were all very positive and we really appreciated and backed him up. But you know, I also respect the fact that he thought the camera was a good idea. He's our legal protection and our representative. So I do appreciate what he had to say as well. So please consider all of those things. This isn't about what party I belong to. This has nothing to do with the fact that I would be really honest with you to say that in the 23 years that I've lived on Penn Street, the last couple of years, it really, really, truly has changed. The nature of what's going on has changed. The trash and the vandalism has changed. We are obviously paying money to repair the park and the damage at the park. Whether it's a condom or a needle is inconsequential. The feeling of what's going on in the neighborhood is different. And I think we need to consider all of that for all of our neighbors and be good neighbors, whether we put this camera thing aside and try other things first. We cannot ignore that something has to change in that neighborhood. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That you have an official that you've entrusted your law enforcement to here in the borough, the chief of police. He's asked for an additional tool to do his job. You know, when he asked you for guns, you gave him guns. When he asked him for vests, you gave him vests. And usually when he wants a car, he gets a car. Certainly you wouldn't give him 5 cars, and you don't want to give him 50 cameras. But he's the guy that you've entrusted to protect us, and he's asking you for a tool, and you're trying to second guess why he's asking you for it or if he needs it. I don't think he'd ask for it if he didn't need it. It's just simply a tool, part of law enforcement. It's not going to prevent crime. It's going to help in his service to this community. And I just really look at it like you're questioning the man and his job, and that kind of upsets me.